Greetings, Lyons Elementary School District 103 community. This is Chris Rivera, Superintendent of Schools, and I'm here to provide you with an educational update. Our current status: we are currently under a full remote model. The remote learning plan is online, and we are following that model. We are monitoring the community metrics to inform the return to in-person learning, which would be under a blended model. We currently have internet hotspots available for families who qualify for free and reduced lunch through a grant with T-Mobile. All students have access to devices with the exception of pre-K students whose order recently arrived, and we are currently preparing the devices for them. We continue to work on safety details of the blended learning plan for when we do come back to in-person learning. What is being done currently to get back to school? There's constant monitoring of the COVID-19 metrics. Surveys of staff and families to keep a pulse on the changes in the circumstances that impact safety. Attending meetings with West 40 every Monday for the entire school year for updates and guidance provided during these constant changes. Many of these changes are related to laws under which circumstances that have no prior examples from which to learn. I have standing meetings with the Cook County Department of Public Health to keep abreast of the impact of COVID-19 and most recently the vaccination rollout. Continual bargaining with all unions while navigating how we maintain a safe environment for all aspects of learning, including mandated testing, parent conferences, and the learning environment in general. We continually monitor news articles and up-to-date research in order to help us make informed decisions. The decision-making process. Many of the day-to-day decisions made during the pandemic have to be done in collaboration with the local unions represented in our district. In reference to the above, we continually have to learn the new directives and/or mandates given by the Illinois State Board of Education, as well as any of the health organizations, and in turn, develop plans that adhere to our collective interpretations of the parameters set forth. We have met with different unions over the past several months on a very regular basis and are in constant discussion. Maintaining a safe work environment is essential to the morale and value of our employees as well as their health. The impact of the vaccination. Vaccination of individuals within Phase 1B has begun this week. There are limited amounts of vaccination, and staff are trickling to get vaccinated as soon as it becomes readily available. Employees throughout Cook County that qualify for Phase 1B are signing up in the same manner that our staff is, and therefore it's a race to get the vaccine or an appointment. The current process to attain an appointment for the vaccination requires staff to monitor their emails regularly. If they do not do so, they may lose the appointment slot. This is difficult to do while teaching or working with students during the day. Why was the 1A rollout timeline vaccination quicker than the 1B? Most of 1A healthcare workers were provided an opportunity to be vaccinated by their employers, healthcare providers, which made the 1A vaccine more easily accessible. Continuing the impact of the vaccination, children under the age of 16 are not in the plans by the health professionals to be vaccinated. This means that we will have to consider the safety of the students and their families when considering a return to school. During this process, we are collaborating on how having vaccinated staff will impact our learning environment and the possible return to in-person learning. Many aspects of this are being considered and discussed currently. The process for staff to receive both vaccinations will take a significant amount of time. There is a minimum of 3 to 4 weeks needed between vaccination shots, depending on which one is administered. Our next steps, we're going to continue surveying staff groups, surveying parents, monitoring the progression of the vaccination rollout, as well as simultaneously bargaining on when and how we can return to in-person learning. Some things to consider. These decisions carry the weight of our staff, students, and families' health and well-being. This is not taken lightly, and we are being extremely thorough as to ensure that everyone is safe. We all want to come back to in-person learning. There is not one staff person that does not want to see our children in our schools. We miss them and are working to ensure that we can do so safely. We are constantly building the plane while flying it. This takes a lot of time and analysis. Please be patient with your school staff and realize that many have been impacted by the virus, and we are all dealing with this the best we can. Please be graceful with your teachers and school staff as a whole. We hope to see our children in the schools as quickly as we can do so in a safe manner. My contact information is provided here on this last slide, and I want to thank you for your attention and your patience as we navigate a global pandemic that is new to all of us. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you all real soon. Take care.